What is going on, Yankees fans? Back at it with another New York Yankees video, and I have a injury update video coming out as Gleyber Torres, James Paxton, and Luis Avian are now on the 10-day injured list. James Paxton on there due to a flexor, like a flexor strain or whatever it is. Gleyber Torres has a strain, a grade 1 strain in his hamstring and in his quad, and Luis Avian is also on the injured list. I'm not sure why, but he's also on the injured list. It's getting ridiculous. I mean, the Yankees have half their all-stars, Stanton, Judge, DJ, Gleyber, on the IL. Severino on the IL. Britton on the IL. I mean, it's getting ridiculous at this point. We need to hold somebody accountable with these injuries because they're getting absolutely ridiculous and they're getting out of hand. Same thing last year. We had so much injuries, and that's probably the reason why we, didn't make the World Series. We just had too many injuries, and it's looking like it's going to be the case for this year too. I don't think the Yankees are a much better team from last year if they continue to get injured. I think the guys like Ford and Estrada and, Tauchman, I feel like they're going to start to fall off a little bit because we had tons of magic with, guys like Urshela, who we didn't think was going to be much for this team. And he was awesome for us last year, and he's been awesome this year. Guys like Mike Ford, guys like Tauchman, guys like Thairo Estrada. And I feel like that magic has kind of ran out. I just don't really think these AAA guys are really going to work anymore. I just don't think the Yankees' AAA squad is going to be as good as they were last year. I just think the magic's kind of ran out. I just think we've kind of just, the injuries have gotten too bad at this point. I just think the injuries are just, there's way too much at this point, and I think this team is going to start playing poorly if they don't come back at in 10, 15 days, because I understand we have a very soft schedule in the month of September. We play, like the Rays once, I think, and then pretty much our schedule in September is we're playing really crappy teams, like the Orioles and the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. Our schedule is really easy in the month of September. So let's hope every guy that's on the injury list right now, besides Severino and Canely, of course, because they had Tommy John surgery, but let's hope the guys can return by early September. Let's hope. And let's hope they can be ready for that final stretch of the season, because we have a chance to really get our record to be maybe have a chance to get 45 wins. Who knows? Who knows? Because I mean, we're still 16-9. That's a pretty darn good record, if you're asking me. I'm still happy with our record, but the Yankees obviously coming off a sweep of the Rays. But I still think the Yankees have a very, very good record at 16-9. It's still the second best record. Technically, they're tied for the best record in the American League. So I really do like their record a lot. I mean, they're off to a really good start. They just had one bad series against the Rays, but besides that, they've been playing fantastic baseball. But the injuries are going to hurt this team, and I don't see guys like Ford and Estrada to continue to play well. I can see Urshela continuing to play well, but I don't see guys like Tauchman and Ford and Estrada. And I mean, Estrada's off to a really bad start, and maybe Clint falls off a little bit. I just don't see these guys really performing to the rate we expect. But maybe we go up and we call up Clarke Schmidt. Obviously, James Paxton, that's a big spot in the rotation, a big empty spot. Do we call up Clarke Schmidt? I think that's got to be the move. I think he's MLB ready. We got to call up Clarke Schmidt at some point. Maybe we call up Deivi Garcia. Who knows? We have to call up someone because there's a huge gap in this rotation, because I don't want to use the opener too much because I want to keep the bullpen rested. So we need to get a starter. I know Loaizaga, Jonathan Loaizaga can start. Michael King can start. But I would like Clarke Schmidt with the Major League team right now, or Deivi Garcia with the team right now. But it doesn't seem like the Yankees are really going to do that. So it's probably going to be the opener, or probably going to be Loaizaga to fill in for Paxton, which Loaizaga is a pretty good pitcher. I think he can do a good enough job until Paxton comes back, but it just sucks. It just sucks because Paxton's been pitching very well of late. He's been throwing the ball very well. Had 2 rough starts, but then now he's pitching very well. I don't know what his ERA is, but he's been doing very well of late for the Yankees. If he can keep the walks down, keep the home runs down, Paxton can be a very good pitcher for the Yankees, and maybe he's the number 2 starter. Who knows? But we need guys like Happ and Montgomery and Tanaka to step up, because this rotation has so much holes in it. And if we don't call up Clarke Schmidt, maybe Loaizaga or Deivi Garcia gets the spot. We need guys like Tanaka and J. Happ and Montgomery to step up, because this rotation needs to improve. Even though it's been better of late, I still don't think the rotation has taken that big step forward. We need the rotation to improve. How do the Yankees do that? Got to call up Clarke Schmidt. I feel like you got to call up Clarke Schmidt But I really don't see the Yankees doing that. Maybe he's not MLB ready. Maybe he's not. But I feel like you gotta call him up. I feel like it's the only option. You have to call up Clarke Schmidt. And now we have a huge gap in the bullpen with Zach Britton out. I mean, it's not like Avian's a big piece to this team, but he's out for the year. He's been pretty solid for the Yankees, and now he's going to be out for a long time. Zach Britton might not have a very long IL stint, but definitely sucks to not have him, even though I'm not a big fan of Zach Britton. I'm not a big fan of him. He doesn't strike out a lot of guys, and he did blow the save against the Rays, or blow it in the 8th inning. That was probably because he was injured, but yeah, I mean, this team is made of glass. It's ridiculous how easily this team gets injured. We have to take someone accountable, and I think we got to look at the training staff. We have to blame Steve Donahue and the training staff. They can't keep the players healthy. They can't. They can't keep the players healthy, and it's getting ridiculous at this point. I'm sick and tired of these players getting injured. I really am. I'm sick and tired of it. Gleyber's been really struggling this year, but we won't get to watch him for a certain amount of time. Paxton, God knows how out he's going to be long. How long he's going to be out for. Judge should be coming back when the Yankees do return to baseball. And by the way, the Yankees are not going to be playing this weekend because the Mets tested positive, so the Yankees won't be playing this weekend. They'll most likely return on Tuesday against the Braves. Maybe they play a doubleheader on Monday against the Mets, but it's more likely that the Yankees will play to start the series in Atlanta on Tuesday. Just a really devastating past couple days for Yankee fans. It's been really miserable. We had the sweep of the Red Sox. Everything was going great, and then the Rays came to town and just kind of just ruined it. Now we're out of first place. We're banged up. Half the team's on the IL. I'm sick of this. I'm really sick of these players getting injured, and we got to take them accountable at some point. Gleyber was running down the bases, and he finds a way to get hurt. It's ridiculous the ways this team gets hurt. God, these guys, I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them getting injured. Well, let's hope this is the last injured list wave, if you want to call it that. Let's hope no other player goes to the injured list. I'll probably knock on wood. Let's hope no other player on the Yankees goes to the injured list, because I mean, it's pretty much considered good news that we're hearing that James Paxton is not getting Tommy John surgery. We're considering that good news, which is, it's good news for him, but it shouldn't be good news that he's going on the IL. Well, Yankee fans, what are your thoughts on the injuries? Put it down in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this glass team? I'd love to hear I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'm sick of making videos. I'm sick of making videos about players getting injured. I really am. I'm really sick of this team getting injured. And in the past 2 years, it has just been miserable with the injuries. Please stay healthy, guys. I mean, seriously. If they do come back, please stay healthy for the postseason. We need them in the postseason. We need Giancarlo in the postseason. We need Gleyber in the postseason. We need Judge, especially in the postseason. We need pitching in the postseason, especially. Need guys like them to stay healthy. Need Paxton to come back. Hopefully he comes back soon. Let's hope Britton can come back and bounce back. Judge should be back soon. And forgot about DJ LeMahieu. God knows when he'll be back. He probably has the most serious injury. God knows when Giancarlo is coming back. I'm sick of this, guys. As Yankee fans, I'm sick and tired of the injuries because they're such great and talented young players. And it sucks that we won't be able to watch them. Besides Judge, he'll be back. But besides Gleyber and Giancarlo and DJ, looks like we won't be able to watch them for a long time. Let's hope guys like Tyler Wade and Estrada can step up. Let's hope Andujar can finally break out of his stupid slump that he's been in. Andujar has been atrocious for the Yankees this year. Let's hope he can break out of it if he does end up getting called up. And by the way, I did hear of the Yankees trading David Hale to the Phillies for Addison Russ. I think they put him on the 60-man roster. They sent him to the alternate site. That's where Addison Russ is going to be. I don't really know too much about him, but he looks pretty good, I guess. I think he was like a Phillies prospect. He's on the Yankees now. We DFA'd David Hale, and then he went to the Phillies. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace. Let's go, Yankees.